G'day, and welcome to the weekly 2-hour special where we round up 2 hours worth of public freakouts from the past thousands of clips that I've collected over the years. Let's get into it.
According to YouTube, only 13% of you guys are actually subscribed who watch consistently. So I ask you, if you watch consistently, why don't you subscribe? It doesn't change anything for you. You still get my videos all the same, but it severely helps me. So subscribe. We jump into another clip that has no context for what happened prior to the recording itself, but ultimately I don't think that matters in this case considering the chosen actions from the Karen on the other side of the counter.
Y'all got a rude ass bitch up here.
What was rude? What was rude?
Listen, keep talking. I'll take your whole phone.
I'm calling
Give me my phone, D.
I'm suing you for everything you have.
Sue me, bitch. Keep suing.
Stop. Hey, y'all need to stop.
Give me my phone.
Get out. We're gonna give you a food.
Give me my phone.
Don't do that shit.
Give me
Don't.
my phone, D.
We're gonna give you a food. Just
Give it to me.
stay out.
I ain't standing nowhere. You better keep that bitch back there.
Stop doing that, okay?
Keep that bitch
Stop.
back
You want
there.
that food? Stop doing that shit.
Cause it ain't no.
I got you. Just stay over there.
I
please.
am.
Stay over there.
Keep my face, baby.
Okay.
Stay over there. Yeah, just come. Tell it to come over there. I got you. Stay over there.
My chicken strap
Okay.
on my fries.
Okay, it's coming up. Just wait.
They gonna get him on.
I'ma get it.
Stop.
Please
This
hold.
okay. This okay.
Please hold. Cause you
I
don't
got
live
it.
here.
Come here. Come here, sir. Come here.
Yes, because someone being rude at you at a restaurant warrants you trying to whip their phone out of their hand and throw a tray at them. Yeah, that's how this goes. Someone being rude to you means that you get to respond with an assault. That is the brightest thing I've ever heard from someone ever. Like, yeah, there's context beforehand, but ultimately I just see it as this. If this is your chosen response to someone who's, quote, being rude, you're a terrible person regardless. Like, seriously? That's how you choose to do? You want to climb up the counter to try and whip the phone out of someone's hand, and when that doesn't work, you try and throw crap at them from over the counter? Like, what the hell are you thinking? Here we have a very interesting situation with the front desk worker at a doctor's clinic and various different people who are out the front.
You need to.
You can have that back?
No.
Cause I'm not doing none of
Well,
that.
no.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Okay. Who is your supervisor here? I need to
Find out.
No. Okay.
Find
well,
out.
Okay, I am.
Find
I
out.
am.
We're just trying to get
No,
Ma'am, can you call your supervisor? She's it. I'm not. I didn't even scream at her. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I know she's stressed. But I didn't. Nobody screamed at her. I just asked if she needed something else.
You want to do all that? She need to tell unprofessional ass on. She had attitude ever since people been walking up.
You ain't got shit to do with it. Shut the
That's the thing now.
Run, bring your ass to the window, ho, and I got stuff for you. You ain't not here. You ain't not here. You ain't not here. You show back there. You show back there. You show back there. Talking trash. You show talking trash. You show talking trash. Back there behind that door. And I bet y'all got something for you. I don't give a about you recording.
Yeah, you holler when you come up out of here. That's what you do.
Bitch, come to the window, ho. You steady talking, bro. You steady talking, bro.
I'm sorry. What just happened? I think like there was a small argument between the person recording, and then they stopped and they went to a different staff member to like saying, "Hey, could you like get your manager or something? Like this is a bit out of hand." I didn't yell at her, and then one of the other people in the clinic decided to get up and start talking to the worker behind the screens, like saying, "What the hell was that for?" And then it just exploded into another full-on argument, which is just crazy. And look, I get it. It's probably stressful working in a place like this, but at the same time, do you really need to be screaming at the customers like that? Is that necessary? Is that something that sounds like makes sense to you? No. Well, then why are you doing it? It's so dumb. Jeez. Here we got an angry man with a leaf blower who's complaining about the neighbor who's continuously blowing their leaves out into everyone else's yards. So he's come across the road to take care of this little problem.
One more time and we're gonna have a personal problem. You could count.
Looks like there's one already.
No, there is one already, and if you weren't so pussy, you'd do something about it. Okay? But instead,
What
you
do you want
blow
me to
your
do?
shit
I just
on
blew my yard
You
up.
blow your shit onto everybody.
I didn't blow it on
No,
anybody.
you know what? The county can come and they can talk to that
I didn't blow
neighbor,
it
that
on
neighbor, that
anybody.
neighbor, that neighbor, that neighbor.
I didn't blow
You
it on
blow it
anybody.
onto everybody.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
I
do.
just blew it right
yeah,
out
you
of the
do. You're a
bicycle
lying.
lane. Just blew it
Yes,
out
you
of the
did. You
bicycle
had it
lane.
all totally clean.
Never once have I crossed
Bullshit.
the yellow line
I don't give a shit.
and gone over to your
Stand
yard
over
and
here
blown
with
it
your
right in the yard.
High-powered goddamn blower that, by the way, is way over the dB limit for the county.
I use it once
know
or
what?
twice a year.
You know what? Fine. I have the means to take care of it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put up with it. If
I never-
see you blow one
I
more
never-
goddamn leaf,
I
in my
never
direction,
once.
his direction,
I
we're
never
all
once.
coming for you.
I never once.
They goddamn blow the shit into your own corner and pick it up, and put it in a trash can.
I never once blew it into your yard.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I mean, if you're only blowing them out to the bicycle lane of the road, I mean, is it too surprising to believe that those probably end up going across to the other side of the road based upon the wind? Because, like, when it's in, like, the grass and all that, the wind has a lot harder time picking it up and blowing it around. It will still do that if the wind's going at a high enough speed, but the moment it's on concrete, on flat bitumen, it will start just to be moved so much easier by, you know, the cars that are going past that are producing wind as they go by. And whilst you may sit there thinking, going like, oh, but the cars are not going towards the houses. Why would the leaves and stuff be attracted that way? Because the wind will push them forward, and then a vacuum will be created when the car disappears, and it will just go further across the road. You've probably seen like plastic bags float across the road somehow. Even when it's not that windy, you see a car drive by a plastic bag and it floats up and flings off to either the left or the right direction because it's just going into where the wind's fall. It's weird. So these guys who are black, there's a reason why I've just specified that, and you'll find out in a moment, are gathered together for their grandfather's funeral. And the old boomer across the road sees a group of black people grouped together. One of their cars so happens to be blocking his driveway. You know how he approaches the situation? He makes the assumption that this is a gang meeting. Here's the clip.
Not right. Sir, please don't do that. I will tell them roadblock. We'll tell them to move the car, okay? You wanna? I better carry you damn ass. What you better do?
Man, can you go get your uncle or somebody? He wants them to move. He's saying it's a gang.
This ain't right.
Very disrespectful.
It's a neighborhood, quiet neighborhood. This ain't right.
Come on, that's why I'm saying. That's why I ain't want you to say nothing to him, man. Just come on, baby.
It's a damn road right here.
Shame. But it's okay. I'm so sorry.
Well, I am not sorry.
Get in the house.
No, this ain't right.
I tell him to move that car. I tell him, sir.
I'm gonna call the police. Y'all don't do something.
Sir, it's an after pass over.
I don't care about all that crap.
You can't say that.
wow.
That's not crap. You gotta have
I don't like you running my neighborhood.
We're not running your neighborhood. I don't know what's wrong.
I live right there.
James,
I live here for a good while.
James,
Well, don't bust me up.
go get
Your keys so I can move your car. She say she don't want your car in
No,
the
you
driveway.
blocking my path to
My
back out.
car's not blocking their driveway. They can get out their driveway.
Hey, go get it.
Don't block my driveway.
James, you can talk to people better than that.
No, hey, I don't like it.
Don't do that.
Mr. James, if you wanted to bag back,
I'm sorry.
you could and get out, Mr.
I can
James.
call some records and get this shit
James,
moved.
stop. No, you can't. Come on.
Oh, that's so mean of you,
That
Mr.
is-
James.
no,
Today
no.
is Saturday.
Come here.
And you know all that
Move
other
it,
stuff
move
is
it, move
way
it.
back in the
Stop,
day. We ain't
stop.
going for that shit, James.
I ain't going to.
That's crazy.
This is a neighborhood. It ain't designed for the hood.
James, stop.
And you gotta stop saying stuff like that, Mr. James.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Mr. James being
I'm
very
sorry.
rude, and we asking him.
How you doing?
No, I don't like that. You running my neighborhood.
Stop.
I don't care what you're doing. I don't believe in this crap. You hear?
Oh, wow.
We just told you it's a repass. So
You get my face?
No, man.
No, you're gonna start some trouble right there. There's trouble. There's trouble right
We dealing
there.
with a family death today,
My
so you
dad
see
died.
his
I don't
dad
care
died.
about all that crap.
Look
Look at this is not right.
Pulled over, he just hollering about game eating and all that.
Yeah, this looks like a gang.
Oh, it's a funeral. We all family. We just left a funeral.
Can I talk to you?
Don't get in the
Can I talk to you?
No, you can't talk to me.
Oh, wow.
Stop it. Stop
You know what I'm saying? He can just, you feel me? Talk to the police.
Now they're gonna run me in my house.
We ain't gonna run you in the house, so that's what we trying to do. We just having, look, my dad just died last Sunday, and we just having a family get together. That's all it is.
No, but you don't have to have such a big meeting.
James,
Stop. They're not in our yard.
How can you get out of my driveway? My wife cannot back
Okay,
out.
we'll move this car right there. We'll get this car.
Now here comes the car. How's he gonna get through?
Getting out the road.
I feel bad for your wife, bud. She's clearly looking at this and going, oh, God damn it. Not again, George. Why you do this? There's no need to do this. They're just peaceful. Yes, they're in your way. Just ask them nicely and move on with your life. You don't need to do this again, George. I get it. You don't like black people, but there's no need for this. Like, everyone in this entire situation, in spite of his complete disrespect of everything happening here, handled the situation pretty damn well, if we're all completely honest. Like, everyone who was a part of that was very calm in spite of the very racist statements that were made here from the guy, and the way he approached everything was pretty crazy. Again, as I said, yeah, it is probably annoying that someone's blocking your driveway with a car, but, you know, you just go over there, ask them, hey, I'm sorry, would you be able to just move your car briefly? You're kind of in my way. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Like, just move on. Do it nicely. Sure, they would have moved the car immediately, be apologetic about it, and then everyone would be done. But no, you did this. Well, thank you, because we get this awesome clip now, too.
Here we have a daughter of a HOA president who's supposedly abusing their powers to disobey laws and bylaws and do various other things.
The daughter, she parks in a handicap spot. They're all entertained, I guess. See, she's not handicapped. She could walk just fine. Same vehicle.
Look, what they're saying here is probably true, that they are just abusing their father's disabled tag in order to actually park in disabled spots, but saying that they're not disabled because they can walk perfectly fine kind of is incorrect as well, and the wrong way of looking at disabilities, because, you know, there are mental disabilities on top of physical disabilities. Moving along.
Unfortunately, this next guy helps enforces a stereotype that most of us see of cyclists. By this guy was passed by a driver who went pretty wide on the road to give him ample room when passing by him. He decided to follow the car to wherever it was going just so he can harass the guy over apparently being, quote, almost hit by him. Here's the clip.
Yes, sir.
Did you see me?
Pulled off to the side, I did. I have it on dash cam. You and Nick did. I'm gonna go skate.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. You're not. You're not going anywhere until the police come.
Dude, stop.
No, you're.
Dude, literally stop.
No, I'm calling the police and you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're not leaving.
Bro's got his hands on me and stuff.
Yeah, guy
Why?
won't leave because of the police.
Look at this dude. What are you doing? Why are you so cranky?
I'm calling the police. That's
Dude,
all.
why are you so cranky?
No, you're not going anywhere.
Oh my God.
You're not going anywhere.
I don't want to be aggressive with you, dude.
You already are. You pushed into me. I asked you to wait. You didn't wait.
I didn't push into
you. Did.
You.
How'd you get out of the car?
You yanked my
Yeah,
door.
I've got a very aggressive teenager here that almost hit me in the car, and now he won't give me his last name, and now he's trying to leave.
I said I was gonna skate.
You said you were leaving.
I have it on video,
Go
dude.
ahead.
Putting
You're
words
lying
in my
left and
mouth.
right, pal. It's all on video. You tried to leave. You said I'm leaving.
I said I'm gonna skate.
That's the same thing.
I didn't say I'm leaving.
Oh, he was leaving.
I was not.
You were getting out of the car.
Stop
You're a
being
liar.
a-
It's
dude,
in your
you're-
phone.
Dude.
It's in your phone.
You're insane.
You're an asshole.
Okay, cool. Can you
Cool.
back up, please?
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving. I'm
You're
staying right here. No, because you might leave. And I want you to be here when the police get here. He's
I'm
trying to
not-
leave.
Dude, my keys are not.
He's trying to leave.
Give me some
Get
space
back in
like
the car.
I gave you space.
Get back in the car.
Dude.
Get back in the car if you're not trying to leave. Just get back in the car and wait for the police.
I'll wait right here.
Then don't try to get around my
want
bike.
Dude, you think I was in your space over there?
Yes.
Then
I'm
Look
riding a bike. I have more rights than you.
what?
They're coming. If I have it my way, you're going to jail.
Okay.
I'll press charges against you.
Fortunately, or unfortunately for John Doe over here, this clip was a very brazen thing from a bicyclist that people pretty much figured out who this guy was. Who is he? He's a guy called Gary Peacock, and you know what gets even better from this? We also got body cam footage of what happened when police arrived at the scene.
Are you separate sides of the parties?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll stand over there by those cars.
I'm a complaining party.
Fantastic.
Can I tell you what happened?
Fantastic. Will you go stand over there for a second?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Over by the cars. I don't want you guys in earshot of each other, because it just amps things up.
Don't let him leave. He tried to leave already.
Sir, I'm right here. Thank you. Negative, I'm called for. How about you? Were you involved whatsoever?
I literally just came here. We were going to skate.
Okay. All right. Let me go talk to him, find out what his complaint is, and I'll come back and talk to you, okay? You're not free to leave at this point.
I won't leave.
Okay.
And then, as far as my ID goes, are you going to identify me to him?
No, this is for you to identify to me.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Nope. Okay, my first responsibility is to get everyone away so it doesn't keep amping up.
Yes, okay.
Okay. So I get you're the complainant, but he's standing at his car with his door open.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let him leave.
He tried to leave.
I know, but I'm here.
Okay, fine.
And so for you to get a little upset with me and tell me...
I'm sorry, I was just walking away. I wanted to make sure you heard me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I yelled.
Okay. Do you have some ID on you?
Yeah.
So what happened?
What happened is I'm just riding my bike in the bike zone right here, and this guy comes within, a foot of me. Just total. I ride my bike for 30 years. I know when somebody either doesn't see me or is trying to or doesn't care. So he pulled into this parking lot. So I came by and I said, "Did you see me?" And he says, "Well, I saw you on the right." And I said, "Well, you were too close to me." "No, I wasn't." He says he has a dash cam.
Okay.
So you should take. He said he was recording it. I doubt if he was, but you can. Did he mention that he had a dash cam?
I haven't even talked to him yet.
Okay, fine. So then I came over and I said, "What's your name?"
Try.
He said,
I
John.
get it's emotional.
Okay, it is. John. He said, I said, "What's your last name?" "I'm not going to tell you." I said, "Well, I have your license plate." "Dude, I'm leaving. I'm going to the skate park." And I said, "No, you're not leaving. I'm calling the police." He said, "I'm leaving." And he tried to push me out of the car. I pushed him back to try to keep him in the car. But he tried to get out of the car. I said, "No, you're not getting out of the car," till the police came. So you came, and then this other guy comes, and he's standing here, and these two are, they're obviously friends, so I'm getting more and more concerned that there's two teenagers here, and me alone. I'm 73 years old, okay? But, yeah, so that's everything that happened. The guy, I thought he was too aggressive.
Okay.
On the road, and then he wouldn't give me his name.
Okay. Well,
I was going to report him to the police.
I
if
understand
he just
that.
gave me his last name and his license, I would have just reported
So
him. But
he's
tried to
not
leave.
obligated to give his information to you. He is obligated to give them to me.
Okay.
If I'm able to determine a crime. Okay.
Well, I'm making a complaint that he was within 3 feet of me.
Just hang.
Okay.
Don't fight me on this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the information.
Yes.
And I'm explaining why he might not want to give his information to you, who's upset. Obviously, if he cut that close to you, by all means, you'd be upset. But don't come over here and instigate a fight. You get his plate number, and we can track him down like it's nobody's business, okay?
I don't believe that's ever going to happen, but it could happen. But I'm just saying, generally, you guys are going to say, no way to prove that he was 3 feet in front of you or close to you. Sorry, we can't do anything.
You're right, it is difficult to prove because I wasn't there to witness it.
So that's why I wanted
it's your
you here.
witness. I understand that. But if you start a fight over something that happened out there, you're now to blame on that.
I didn't start a fight. I just
I'm
kept him from trying
just
to
saying. You said
Do I have a right to keep him to leave when I believe that he had a criminal traffic violation?
Traffic is not criminal. It's an infraction. It's not a criminal.
But
So-
I don't have the right to keep him here?
No. You call us and we do that.
Well, I did, but he was leaving.
But you let him leave because it's not worth, if it starts getting physical, then what? I have to assume worst case situation.
Then he goes to jail for hitting me.
Unless you started it, then you go to
Well,
jail.
I didn't hit him.
So you already told me that you kind of, he was
pushed
trying to
him.
leave you, and that
I
right
kept
there.
him from leaving the
you
car.
can't touch
but
him.
he was touching me also.
Okay. I'm only going off of what you've told me.
I'm standing in front of the door and he's trying to push me through like this. And I'm telling, no, you're not leaving. So ask him if he tried to leave when I was in front of the door. Okay, go ahead.
Hang tight. I get you're upset. You're directly involved. Emotions are high.
Yeah, but what can we do about this kind of case where a
It's
teenage
very- it
driver is being negligent and can kill somebody? There are people killed in Park City every year from negligent drivers. And I've been hit by a car twice already.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, I'm very sensitive. I'm just riding my bike. I don't want any trouble, but when
Do you want me to just let you vent, or do you
No, go ahead.
want an answer to your question?
I would like to know what you can do about this. Can I make a lodge a complaint against
Absolutely.
him?
You already did.
But what
You
can
did, and I'm here.
But then what?
You come here, you get his license plate.
Yeah.
And you say, don't leave, I have the cops coming.
Yeah.
And if he leaves, so what? Because I will go find him.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I know you
But
don't
didn't know
believe that.
Well, I didn't know that. But okay.
I told you that just a minute ago, and you're like, and I don't
didn't know
believe
it
that.
at the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's the better way. Rather than coming here and adding to the situation.
I didn't have his license plate. There's no way for me to get his license plate.
You drove in here, right?
Yes, but
And that's
generally
when you
they
got
just
it.
drive off.
Okay. Once he drives off, you're
I
right.
just want to admonish him for coming too close to me.
Okay,
And
well,
he
that's not
started-
your job. Okay, and I know, and trust me, I feel
Do
you.
you ride a bike?
Absolutely.
A road bike?
Absolutely. I feel you.
And what
I
happens when somebody almost hits you?
Okay, do you want to vent, or do you want...
I'm just asking questions.
I know, I'm trying, you asked me, what do I do? And I'm trying to tell you how we want you to handle it.
Yes.
Because I don't want to come out here and have a fight, or worse, a murder, because he doesn't like your aggressive tone. We have a case in Wasatch right now about road rage, where a guy is dead. Is it worth being a close call and you end up dead here because he does something? I'm not saying he's going to. That's the worst case that I come looking for.
But let me ask you this.
So no. I want you to answer my question for a second.
Yeah.
Is it worth it being dead over proving a point because you want to admonish him?
Is it?
No,
It's not worth being dead.
Perfect.
I agree. But however,
Cutting most of that conversation short, I'm just going to skip over to the other part where he gets back to the biker after talking to OP, seeing the video OP recorder that we've also seen already, and here's the next section.
Sign his citation that you were present for it, and then I'm going to issue you one for disorderly conduct as well. So if you'll just hang tight over on the sidewalk over there,
then I won't press charges.
it's too late.
Why am I getting for what?
Because you were aggressive to him.
Yes, I was, but he was trying to leave.
Okay, go wait over there. I'll explain it here in a second.
Can't we just?
Nope.
Oh, come on, man! I was the victim here.
All right, watch out. We can go a different way, and you can be arrested for disorderly conduct. That's an arrestable offense.
What kind of disorderly conduct is it?
You opened his door 3 times. Okay, he doesn't have to get out of his car for you. He doesn't have to identify for you. You are not law enforcement. You don't get to come out here and enforce things. You call us and let us do it. Okay. He didn't say he was going to leave in his vehicle. He's like, I'm here to skate. I'm going to go skate. He didn't believe he did anything wrong. He's going to provide me the dash cam.
Okay.
He showed me the recording, and you were the aggressive one, not him.
Yes, because he...
Yes, and you don't get to be aggressive with people like that.
Okay.
That's disorderly. That's why you are getting a citation as well.
Why is it too late? What does it mean? What does it mean, disorderly? Do I have to go to court for this? You're kidding me.
Yeah. You were adamant that this, and you were the one causing the stir here.
What if I apologize?
It's too late. I've already seen the evidence. I am obligated.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay. So if you'll wait over here on the sidewalk.
Man, I've got to be kidding me. what can we do to resolve this? I mean, this is
not act
unfair.
like that in the future.
Okay,
is how we can.
I understand.
And it's not going to fix today, but it's going to fix the future.
I am going to Portland tomorrow.
That's fantastic. I'm going to issue. You're not going to jail. You're getting a citation, so you get to deal with it on your own time. You sort that out between you and the court.
Is he coming to court?
Yeah, because he's getting a ticket too.
What's he getting a ticket for?
I'm going to give him a ticket.
For what?
For the violation that you swear up and down that he did. On your word.
Okay, what if we just...
Nope.
What if we just resolve this?
You asked for it over there. He showed me evidence. He's going to provide me the evidence of that. It's either going to substantiate it or discredit it. And his ticket may or may not go away based on that. Yours, however, I have evidence of.
So I'm going to have a... Is this a misdemeanor?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have a misdemeanor on my
Yes, because
record.
of your behavior.
Because I got hot?
Yes.
And that's justifiable?
Yes. Absolutely.
Look,
you don't get to demand people's names. You don't get to demand that they don't go anywhere. You don't get to open their door.
I didn't open his door.
You did 3 times.
No, he was trying to close his door.
He closed it because you kept opening it.
Yeah,
I watched the video of it.
Because I was talking to him.
No, you're not. He's under no obligation to you.
I don't know.
You should know that.
If he has
do I get to just walk up to your door and start yelling at you?
People do.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to. That's disorderly conduct. That's absolutely disorderly.
Because
that's unreasonable.
That argument?
No, because you think you have the right to do that.
And I'm going to cut the rest of the body cam short there because, quite frankly, it's 40 minutes long. There's a lot that happens in it. And honestly, I just wanted to give you a brief highlights of what happened when the police got involved because we get that this time, which is quite funny. Just for an FYI, also, the OP managed to get his charges dropped against him once he sent in the dash cam footage, so don't need to worry about that either. This clip is particularly interesting because it seems to have, according to what I had beforehand, this lady asked for some foil and a bag to try and keep her food warm on the drive home, and things seem to just escalate ridiculously far for something so little, honestly.
You've been in business for years. You don't have foil?
I don't have.
You put it on the box?
I put right here, okay? You look. Please look.
Like driver. I need a bag to wrap it up there so it won't get cold. That's what I'm asking for. You can look dumb all you want to.
Right now.
I wanted a bigger bag so that I can wrap my fish up so that it won't get cold. Damn it, don't you understand that?
I don't know because I just have the right
No,
here.
because you acting like you don't speak English. That don't work with me after I done spent my money. Say whatever you want to say. But I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not scared of you. At all, and I don't need a man, so keep playing. You can see me outside. I'm not playing with you. I spent my money.
You too.
Good, because you better not be, never.
I bet for you?
You heard what I said. I'm somebody's mama. I don't play. What I asked you was not rude or disrespectful.
Yeah, that's not the
I asked you, can you wrap it up with some foil?
Right?
That's what I
you asked me
said.
about loudspeaker, right?
I said about foil. I
Foil,
said, do you have
that's
some
not the same
foil?
for me, the loudspeaker.
No, I said, can you wrap it up for me?
No.
Again, I'm going across
Say it
town.
like that.
When I said it
That's
the
not
first
going to say like that.
When I said it the first time.
Hey.
Yeah, I did. I said I'm going across
If
town.
you ask me slowly.
It don't matter what I
But
do
you loudspeaker, ask me.
I didn't get loud until just now. I know me. You can't tell me about me.
Yep. That what you just watched? Yeah, that happened. This was all over an argument over some foil and a bag. This is why I just asked the question, is it common for you guys in America just to keep any of your reusable bags inside of the boot of your car? Because I know it's a common thing over here in Australia with any of our reusable bags just hanging out in the car. So if this is Australia, like, do you not have a cooler bag in your car? Because, you know, those cooler bags are insulated bags. They'll also keep things warm when they need to, because I've used them for that on multiple occasions, and they're pretty handy for that. Yeah, the food often gets soggy, but that's just what happens when you insulate something to try and keep it warm. It's probably going to go a bit soggy, but hey, that's just the price you pay to keep it warm when you're going across town. So if you knew you were going to do that, and also if you knew you were going to get food and then have to go across town for it, wouldn't you just have a bag in there for this type of thing? Because, yeah, some places, some fast food restaurants may not use foil at all because they don't have a reason to. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems nuts that this argument escalated to the point that it did over something so little, though. I'm not 100% sure what exactly happened in this clip just because the entire thing is very difficult to decipher, but it seems like that the person who works at Boost here may be conducting some personal business with this person who seems to be a mechanic based upon the fact they talked about spark plugs for a moment there. Anyhow, something's occurred that's caused a heated conversation here that blows up a little.
Today, then worry about your spark plugs.
Well, that's all you had to say, but you don't have to put it in that form. I don't need you to do anything for me. You can actually take my number out your hand and put it in the garbage. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Actually,
and if you keep it up, you can actually leave the store.
When I get done with
No. Actually, I will take that phone from you. No, it's not about the police. It ain't about the police. Cause you don't scare me up in here.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but you don't scare me, honey.
What happened?
Yeah, he just getting an attitude just for no reason. He
expects me to change your spark plugs for getting on the phone.
Listen,
when I told
this
her
is what happened.
She got this
Wait, please! I got money like hell. Okay, I don't need your shit. That coke is getting to you, honey. That is getting to you. And you can. 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 But you won't come disrespect me. You think you are? That's what I was thinking.
Service provider, I promise you.
And so your mama bitch.
That's what that about that.
Your mama. Your cokehead asshole, bitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
And this, my people, is why you never make your mama jokes. I just can't get over he was calm somewhat through a thing, kind of, and just wanted to move on. But the moment she made a joke calling his mother a bitch, he just came out fucking raging. Oh, sensitive there, eh? You mama's boy, eh? I mean, I'm not here to shoot insults if that's actually the case. I'm just going to poke fun at how much you raged at that simple dig. And then, of course, it ends up with both of them throwing crap around the store and then running out the store, which is... I'm still a bit lost on what in the world even happened here, but hey, it happened. You don't go back on that, I suppose. This bus driver spots someone in the back vaping inside of the bus, and so decides to stop the bus and gets the lady to get off the bus. Gets the teen to get off the bus and refuses to move the bus until they leave. Here's the clip.
I'm talking to you. When this plane go? Yes, you. The one that you live in right now. Off the bus.
Who are you talking to?
You just vaped. Off the bus. You guys want to vape, that's fine. You do it outside. Not on the bus. Off the bus, lady. Yes, you.
No, he didn't go. I don't want to go home.
You. Yes, you. Off the bus.
What did I do?
You vaped. I saw you. I just saw you.
How do I know my dad?
Yeah, well, tell your dad that you're getting off the bus because you were vaping. I just looked at you. I'm on the mirror. I'm looking right at you. Yeah, it is. Because vaping's not allowed on the bus. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It is that serious. I know. It is not to you. I know. It doesn't matter. The bus ain't going anywhere until you guys move.
Ultimately, the person who was caught vaping refused to leave the bus, so you know what happens next? Everyone gets kicked off the bus. Great job. Person who's not willing to take responsibility for doing something that's wrong. Good on ya, you dumbass. And for those who think that this was an overreaction with the bus driver, you obviously aren't aware enough of how serious this type of thing actually is, because there's a reason why you can't just smoke or vape or use aerosols in public spaces like this, because there are people who could legitimately die because of that. I don't joke about this. Look it up. Like, there are people whose lungs, whose bodies have a very bad reaction to aerosols, to smokes and the chemicals in cigarettes and vapes that legitimately leads to a very bad reaction from that person that could, at the very least, hospitalize them. At the very worst, bloody kill them. There's a reason why it's a no-go at all. It's just, that is what it is. It is a serious thing. You just don't do that in enclosed spaces. Do it in your own room, whatever. Have the smoke alarms go off if you're that dumb, but never do it in a public space, especially never do it in a public space with a lot of other people unless you're in a designated area where you can smoke and stuff like that. It is a serious thing. You shouldn't do it. People could die.
In this clip, a Karen got herself banned from the gym and assumes that it's something to do with her MAGA hat that's making people offended, even though the reason why she's being kicked was made explicitly obvious to her.
Yeah. Planet Fitness telling me I'm banned. After paying.
What's up?
I don't know. You tell me.
So, we have an alert on your account that there was a ban processed for your membership. We also don't allow recording in the facility, so I am going to have to ask you to stop recording.
I'm going to record it because I've been paying for the past couple months.
And we are going to issue you a full refund, but we also do not allow recording in the facility without my permission.
Alright, you're going to refund right now. You're going to tell me why I'm banned.
Because we have, back in the day, I don't remember exactly when it was, but you were arguing and threatening other people, so there was a ban put on the membership.
Arguing and threatening people?
That is what we have in the system, so there is a ban on the membership. We never should have created an account, which is an issue. You know, it was a mistake, but we do have to issue you a full refund, and we do have to cancel your account, and you are not allowed at any of our facilities.
You can give me your full refund, and
We
I'd
will
like
give you
your
a full
name
refund. My name is
written
Chris.
down and banned at Planet Fitness. Judgment free zone, right? Banned at Planet Fitness for wearing a MAGA hat. It's called violation of your constitutional rights. Wearing a MAGA hat, offensive. It's okay. I'll make sure that my my lawyers know that I felt threatened here in the judgment free zone. Better start looking for jobs, buddy.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that you got explicitly told it's because you got involved in multiple arguments and harassing other people inside of the gym and that's why you've been banned? Not because of whatever hat that you're wearing, you fucking moron? How dense and dumb are you? Or maybe you're trying to gaslight yourself into thinking that no, you didn't do anything wrong. You were the perfect human being like you always were. Grow the fuck up.
Here we've got a group of young kids or teens riding bikes through a golf course area on a apparent trail. Anyway, this old lady decides that it's not a good thing to be doing and is very unhappy with this and has some very interesting reactions to how the kids are reacting.
First call Dad to ask him what's the number for the country club.
Talk English.
Why? You can't do that. What the heck?
Hey, excuse me. Hi. Yeah. This is Mignon Heiser. I just want you to know on Robert's course, there are 3 guys riding their bicycles in the, and then they said they're, just see their feet. They're riding their bicycles in the sand traps on Robert's 1.
No, that's 2. That's Robert's 2.
This is Robert's 1.
Oh, this?
Okay, you'll send somebody out right now? Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Do not laugh at me.
I know, I swear to God I'm not, because he's being disrespectful. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Both of you are. Get out of here.
I'm so sorry. Let's go.
Get out of here.
No, I know what you mean. Let's go.
Wait, so we
can't
be on the trail?
We can't be on the trail?
Do you belong to the club?
Yeah, obviously my dad pays like 30,000 a year.
It doesn't pay 30,000 a year. You're so out of it.
He's a premium in the club.
I'm sorry. He doesn't. Nobody pays 30.
You know the best guy that plays golf? That's my dad. You know what's his name? You know what's his name? You probably know him. If I tell you his name, you'll probably know him if I tell you his name right now.
Tell me his name.
You know Michael?
Michael who?
Michelangelo?
No.
He's one of the best that plays on the...
Okay, so is my husband. Get out of
What's
there.
your husband's name? Maybe I know him.
You guys are destroying those...
No,
Yes.
no, right now I'm saying
I'll rake
sorry
it.
for
I'll
that. I
rake
know
it. Don't
we're
worry about
wrecking.
it.
You know, they're coming out here to play tonight. So get out of here.
They're playing tonight. My dad's coming out of here too.
Go. Do you... Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, sending it.
Ah, crazy ass bitch.
I mean, fair is fair. If these kids genuinely shouldn't be here because, you know, no one in their family has any form of, are not a part of the club in any form, which by the sounds of it might not be the case, maybe, considering how they just made up a random name using Michelangelo as a name for his father was ridiculously stupid. But, you know, this is what kids tend to do. They don't give a damn. They'll record certain things, and if you feed into their mentality, then, well, yeah, they're going to cause you nonsense. But ultimately, I think this old lady has handled it mostly the way you probably should. Call the police and mostly just move on. And don't worry about them too much beyond that, because they're not going to listen to you. But of course, you had to get in one brief skerfuffle argument with them. Here we have a DoorDash delivery driver who so happens to be black, totally won't matter to this clip in just a moment, wait a minute, probably will, who's gone into a certain neighborhood. Apparently, it is, quote, a private area, and so a Karen comes out of the woodworks to start going off at him to leave and decides to call 911 over this shenanigans.
Yeah, can you just have them... I'm asking you to leave. Okay, I'm leaving. I just dropped off my order. All you had to do... Okay, I'm leaving the property. I've turned around.
He's wearing a...
I've turned around, and I'm leaving the property.
He's wearing a gray shirt, and if you were leaving the property, your car would be moving, and he'd be driving.
Okay, but you said you're calling the police, and you asked me to wait.
911.
Yeah, you asked me to wait for him.
You won't just leave.
Okay, you're asking me to wait for him. Do you want me to wait for him, or do you want me to leave?
I've asked repeatedly. I've asked you. He's black. He has a mustache. He's wearing glasses.
Mm-hmm.
His black shorts on. Do you have weapons?
No.
He says he doesn't have any weapons. I do not. Not yet, but we need him to leave the property.
I'm leaving the property. You asked me to wait for the police?
No, I never asked you to wait,
yes,
sir.
you said you're calling.
I told you repeatedly you should not be on the property for any reason or no reason, and that you need to leave. You're criminally trespassing.
No, it's not criminally trespassing when you drop off a DoorDash order.
K-A-R-E-N. Get a big laugh out of that, buddy. Brophy. B-R-O-P-H-Y.
All you had to do was say, this is private property.
That's correct.
Could you turn your car around? You're going the wrong way. You got
So
you
police
got
will be here and you can explain it to them, but what you should do is leave.
that was very hostile the way you came at me. It's not breaking the law.
In some follow-up information, apparently the guy stuck around for a little while to see if the cops would actually show up, and you know what? They never did, and yeah, funny. Because of course it's a huge waste of time, because clearly it's not one of those things where they're truly going to care about it. But yeah, hey Karen, how you doing, Karen? You're doing great. It's always funny when someone who is literally named Karen turns out to be the stereotype. It's really bad for other people who are named Karen who aren't the stereotype, but you know, unfortunately there are too many Karens who reinforce the stereotype. And now we head down under where we see a couple having an argument in the car park of what looks to be a hotel.
You get the
You know how I can tell this is Australia? Because the car that went by them was a Holden Commodore, an Australian special, and that looked to be standard Australian plates on the front of that damn vehicle. Beautiful, isn't it? This lady's trying to leave the dog park here, and well, there's old guys also roaming around the entrance of said dog park with their dog sprinting around. She's asked him, like, hey, can you grab your dog and move away for a moment so we can get our dog and go, please? And well, this is what happens next.
Can you hurry up and get your dog so we can go? You're blocking us from leaving.
Stop talking.
We can't.
Stop talking to him.
Mine is.
Can you just
get your dog so we can leave? We can't because your dog's there.
And what's my dog going to do?
My dog will grab your dog. Can you get your dog?
The problem.
No, yours is. Just get
off so we can leave. You've got the
Daniel, call the police. Call the police. He's got an out of control dog.
I'm calling the cops, prick. Off or I'll call the cops right now.
You're literally blocking us from leaving. Yeah, I can't grab her until he's gone.
Yeah, I know.
This seemingly might be part of one longer saga that's occurred over time. I'm not 100% sure as the clips are pretty much gone at this point. But it just seems a little crazy to me. It's like they're saying like, hey, we're probably going to be fine, but could you like just grab your dog for a moment, move away so we can get our dog out of here without any problems being caused? Because they know that their dog might be unpredictable with another dog around and could do something a bit crazy they might not be able to react in time for. And he's giving the old guy a chance to grab their dog and move away for a moment so they can get out. I don't know why the old guy has to be like he is now, which is stupid, but, you know, some people just don't think, well, you know. Here, you have a character who's extremely upset that this family, well, this woman brought her kid out with her towards a bar.
Get your baby out of bar. I mean, you're 22, get out.
I'm 27.
Get your baby out of a bar. You guys are idiots. Why would you do that? Why would you do this for poor kid?
He's having fun.
No, he's not having fun. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're get out of the bar. $9,000. Get your kid out of the bar. I know shit. Jamie, is that your name?
No, it's not. You're bothering when you're harassing them. They have children.
Are you proud of in a bar? $9,800 in a bar.
You're drunk.
Yeah, I'm going to. They're outside, but they're outside. $9,800. Isn't he cool? Why are they leaving? It's okay, let's go.
We're good.
She's just getting really bad, so we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Okay.
It's fine.
Thanks for
everything. Stay. You guys can go. Thank you so much.
Where did you come from?
Context time for my opinion here. I don't know how it is over in America and how those bars tend to operate, but over here in Australia, you only have really two types of bars you can go to. Bars that are in nightclubs and bars that are in pubs, we call them. Basically, it's just like it's a building that's got a lot of gambling sections. Like, it's got sections where you have all your slot machines. You've got the restaurant section where it's called a bistro here, where there's a bunch of tables. They make food and all that, and there's usually a bar contained in there. And then there would also be another section, more of an outdoorsy section in some places, or just another set of seating that would be used by people, as well as some form of live music in that area. Sometimes the bistro and the live music area tend to be the one place, and there's like a dividing wall or something, like all bigger area just in total, or sometimes it's like in one of the other ones where it's an entirely separate section divided by all the slot machines. But basically, from what I understand, like, yeah, okay, cool, you brought your kid to a bar area. What, are you in the restaurant area having a nice feed with your friends, having a good night out, and you just so happen to have the kid with you because, you know, that's just life? Or are they in like the nightclub section? Honestly, I would believe they'd be in the restaurant section, considering there's no loud beat banging music or TV going on in the background. I don't know. You Americans inform me how your typical bar-esque building is like. Here we watch an interesting fight over land near a highway exit.
What's up, man? Be gone. Yeah, you will be. I'll fucking concentrate you. Right now, you bitch. Right now. You think I am, you son of a bitch? You ain't that around here. So f*** off. Yeah, I'll kill you.
My only question is why? Why would you even want this land in the first place? And then why would you fight this much over this type of land in the first place? In this first clip, we got a potentially drunk man absolutely livid that there's a loud dog next door.
This old dude was harassing us from the road while we were doing yard work.
He was drunk and yelling at us about my livestock guardian.
She is barking, but she's behind a fence 30 feet from the road.
Ex-Marine, I never pull a pistol. You need to back. You need to get away from me. You need to get away from me. You need to get away from me. Keep walking down the goddamn road. No one asked you to stop. Come on, big boy. Take what you want. Keep walking down the road. Take what you want. Keep walking down the road. Take what you want. You keep walking. Take what you want. What do you think I want? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. Why won't you walk down? Why don't you get back on your lawn? Why don't you keep walking? Why would I? You brought me out here. Why would I? Because you don't here. You don't belong here. I don't. I've lived here for 35 years. Are you kidding me? It was a dirt road. All this shit was. You live there? All this shit was a dirt road. One of these complained about your dog. Now one of these fucking dogs is paid attention one bit. Do you hear him complaining about your dog? Do you hear him? Do you hear him complaining about your dog? Keep walking. Do you hear him complaining about yours? Matter of fact, he wants to go down the road, Marine. You can walk right on down the road. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk. I am gonna walk down this damn road. Then I'm gonna come back and hunt you. I can't wait. Oh, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. I can't fucking wait. Oh yeah, Colonel Harry. Ex-Marine. You're always a Marine. Well, you're dead.
It's almost like this guy wanted to get bashed. He's just like, take what you want. Take what you want. And then just a little later, he threatens to come back and punch him. And then right at the end of the clip, I believe I heard her saying, oh, you're dead, mate. It's like just stuff like that. It's just like, are you just out of your mind? You just don't, I don't get people like this. Also, I feel bad for that dog. The dog's just there, looking at things, going, very curious about things around him. And the old man's just pulling her back with the flipping leash. Like, I get it, but you could at least do it slowly so the dog notices and just comes back on their own accord, not you just rip the leash right back and pull the dog right back your direction. You can see the dog flails around for a bit whenever he does that. Jesus Christ. Prior to this clip recording, one of the female friends in this group came into this pizza place. I'm assuming it looks to be a pizza place. Came in and asked if she could borrow the toilets, and she was let go and allowed to go to the toilets. A few moments later, when she comes out of the toilet and the rest of the group appears, they also try to go to the toilet too. But at that point, the workers refuse letting any of them go to the toilet. So then we have this kerfuffle here.
All the trash cans, so I go to the bathroom. No, stay. No, they moved the... Is there a reason? No, if you... I don't got time. Lots of need to use the bathroom, bro. This is what you want to do. Is there a reason he cannot go to the bathroom? Yeah. You just let me go to the bathroom. They close it at the top. Can he go to the bathroom?
You see the sign right there? Do you see the sign?
So how could she go to the bathroom?
Being racist. You see the sign right there?
How could she go? How could she go?
Don't ask me questions.
How could she go to the bathroom? How could she go to the bathroom then? How? So it's only out of service for certain people? How could she go to the bathroom then? You don't want to answer it. How could she go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom.
He doesn't want to answer.
How many boxes does it take, bro? I got money.
He just opened the door for me to go to the bathroom.
You're not supposed to be here.
If the cops came, they will arrest you. You know that, right?
For what?
Yes, you are trespassing.
What are they gonna do? Arrest us too?
For what?
Let them arrest us then.
Wait, for what? For what?
They can arrest us, right, Grace?
No way, calm down.
They can arrest
Calm
us.
down. For what?
I got you.
So what? For what?
You guys being racist and harassing us. You gotta go.
You let our
You
blonde.
gotta go. You are trespassing. You gotta go.
So how can one person go to the bathroom but not the other?
Go.
Because he's black, he can't go to the bathroom?
Yes.
But the white girl can?
Don't ask me questions.
You let her.
You don't want to
let
answer
the white
it.
girl go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, but she could go though.
Yeah. I'm a public restroom.
You just moved.
But she could go. But not him.
Move the garbage can so I can go to the bathroom. But
So
he
she can go, but not him.
But he cannot.
That's interesting.
Why
wonder
can't
why
you just
that
let
is.
him go to the bathroom?
I really like that he's taping it because it's like really important. So she can go to the bathroom because she's a white blonde girl, but he can't. So make it make sense. Make the math. I'm sorry.
Listen, you think... Oh, man, you don't like it, man.
Alright, Sprite. He let me go to the bathroom, he let him. At all.
It makes no sense.
The garbage can.
Look, I ain't even on that.
Yeah, he won't let him go to the bathroom, but he let my sister
Three
go.
boxes of pieces. Let me use the rest of the movie. Man, you gotta go, man. It's closed, right? You gotta go, man. You gotta go. You're trespassing. You gotta go.
Sorry.
People are allowed here. You're trespassing.
Lady, can you step outside? Excuse me.
You gotta go.
Do you work here?
I actually do. I'm a security guard.
You're letting
Can you step outside?
me go to the bathroom and not him?
There's no bathroom in here.
I already went.
There's no bathroom in
Yes,
here.
they moved the garbage can so I go to the bathroom.
Unnecessarily, the bathroom is closed. I'm sorry. Can y'all please?
Do you understand?
Can y'all please step outside?
Do you understand or not?
You can step
You
outside?
are the customer.
Why could she go though?
That's fine. Race has nothing
Are
to do
you
with
serious
this.
right now?
Race has nothing to do with this.
You would not let him go to the bathroom.
Please.
He just tried to order a sliced pizza
Please.
outside.
He tried to order food here.
Okay, I'm not worried about.
I can do what I want.
Okay.
I can.
Then can you step outside and do whatever you want, please? Thank
It's a
you.
free country.
It is. Definitely. Come on, can y'all please step outside?
Not my people. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Now you're bringing race into it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not my people.
My sister's in there, so funny.
Hey, they ain't nothing wrong.
Y'all can-
I'm off y'all shit. You feel me? Hey, we just waiting on some. Hey, let it go. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go. It's okay. Let it go.
No.
It's okay. I understand. I'm mad too.
No, I'm recording.
But look, hey,
That's stupid. They let her go to the bathroom.
Check it out. So the second they tell me,
What the fuck? We got it on video.
I said, so I got about to say they made her buy something first to use the bathroom.
I was confused at first with this clip's existence, but slowly as I watched through the entire thing over the first running, it started to click, and I think it's as simple as this. I don't think racism has anything to do with it. It's something worse. I think, based upon how this clip's being said, is that the sister of the person who's recording, who went to the toilet first, might have gotten to this place a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and so was let in to go to the toilet that is there for the staff members. That's why there wouldn't be any form of gender-separated toilets, because there's probably just one or two toilets out the back for use for the staff members whenever they need it. Hence the reason why the garbage can would have had to be moved, and they would have had to go through that weird way to get to the toilet, and that's also why this supposed security guard at the end would have no idea of the toilet existing there in the first place, because it's a toilet that's probably only meant for the staff to be used, and that's it. So I'm assuming that the person who managed to go to the toilet got here slightly ahead of the group and was let to go to the toilet because the worker who she talked to either A, decided to be nice to a woman, or B, kind of liked the look of the woman and decided to be nice, or some various other reasons why. But mostly relating to the fact that she is a good-looking woman and the person behind the counter is like, ooh, I want to be nice to this person. You know how it is, right? You get what I'm trying to get over here. And then when the rest of the group appears, he doesn't have the same motivation to let them through, so it's like, nah, I'm sorry, it's out of order, we can't use it. When in reality, none of them should have been able to use that toilet in the first place because it's not one that is usable for the customers. It's one that's out the back, meant to be used for the staff members of the place. Because there's been, I worked at a butcher shop about 3-4 years ago, and they had a similar thing where there was public toilets in the whole building itself, but you were required to get a key from one of the various workplaces to go and use it. But the actual butcher shop itself did have a single toilet out the back that would be used occasionally by the workers in the middle of a shift. But beyond that would usually not get used too often. There would be a very rare occasion where a customer is allowed to use it because the other ones were out of order or something along those lines, but usually no one should be using that aside from the workers when it's absolutely necessary type deal. And that's probably what this is here. It's still very wrong that the entire situation was handled the way it was handled, and clearly the person who let the girl go to the toilet in the first place was just like not willing to acknowledge the main reason why he did that. But I mean, that's what people are. They're pretty crazy, they're pretty whack at times. And considering you're in the middle of a big city, personally, after I realized that this worker wasn't going to budge, I would have just personally moved on and felt it's just not worth the effort. This person's clearly not going to change their mind. Heck, you got pushed out anyway, so you wasted all this time when someone apparently needed to go to the toilet over something that, yeah, there's a TikTok that I'm now watching here and talking about, but ultimately isn't much more than that. Here we watch as another argument ensues between the employee and the employer, and this one is a lot more interesting than the previous one. Again, it's not quite clear cut on what exactly... let's just watch the clip. I'll get back to you in a moment.
You're sending me home because why?
Take a seat.
For what?
Just take a seat. And you can start recording.
Well, I don't want to. I don't trust being in here with you.
That's totally fine. That's why KJ's in.
Yeah, well, I still don't trust her if she's agreeing with you.
She's not agreeing. She's just a witness. So you're going home because of your attitude and what you're saying. You're being disrespectful towards management.
How?
You're telling me I don't know how to do my job. When I have two people get your salad ready. Okay.
So what did your expo tell me?
It's getting ready.
No, she didn't. What did your expo tell me?
Okay. I don't know what she
exactly.
told you.
So exactly because you don't even want to talk about the issue.
Okay.
Exactly. You don't want to talk about the issue, do you?
Jamie.
Exactly.
Your attitude is horrible.
How is that? How is my attitude horrible?
Your attitude is horrible.
Because I got upset that my table of two didn't have their food out, and it took 30 minutes for their food to come out, and then I went to, and then it took 30, and especially by the time the salad went out.
You're being argumentative now.
So I'm not allowed to have a point of view. How is that argumentative if I'm telling you how there's...
I'm telling you how it is.
Oh, so you don't know what the expo said to me?
No.
Exactly. So your expo said it went out already.
Okay. There was
and so I turned
salads.
around.
There was 2 salads.
I have 1 salad. So she said it went out already.
Okay.
And I ran out to my table, and there was no salad over there. So I came back and I said, "Post, you did not send my food out right. The salad's missing."
Because
how is that argument? How is that argumentative?
That's not argumentative.
Then which part is?
Being in here trying to say that.
Wait, didn't you just pull me in here?
Jamie.
Wait, did you just pull me in here?
Jamie, stop.
To calm me down, yeah. To calm me down? You just said that you wanted to talk to me.
Look at you, you're shaking right now.
Huh?
Look at you are shaking.
So you just, what are you talking about?
Look at your shaking.
Okay, dude, you want to be on camera? It's because I'm uncomfortable with you.
Okay.
You're sending me home because you don't know how to do your job. You couldn't communicate where my salad was. You couldn't speak nice to me. I stood there for 15 minutes saying, "Hey, where's my steak? Hey, where's my food? Hey,
I said it's coming."
Exactly, great. And then I went and I found Curtis and said, "Hey, can you go talk to my table? My table's been looking at me, and it's been almost 30 minutes for their ticket." And he says, "Okay." And then the food, you said it's coming. The steak finally went out. I saw somebody with one hand take my steak, go out. I turned around and I asked your expo.
2 salads.
But I have that has nothing to do with me. I don't care.
Yeah,
I asked
one
her.
One was your salad and one was the other person's salad.
That's
fine. The one
fine.
that was made was the other person's, which we thought yours.
But that's your job, so I don't care. That's your job. I'm talking about my chicken Caesar salad with the avocado on the side.
Wrong.
You didn't send my food out, and you didn't.
Disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
It is, Jamie.
Because of your ego?
It's not my ego.
How is that not your ego?
It's not my ego.
If Patrick was here, he would have been like, "What do you need? Take care of it," and that's it. And there wouldn't be Jeannie. Why are you so mad that your food's not coming out? Because it's my job to take care of my guests.
I'm calm right now.
So am I. So what's your problem?
What's my problem? You.
Why?
And your attitude.
What's the attitude?
It's horrible.
How? Be specific, because you keep labeling.
Watch this video.
I'd be more than happy to.
When you're calm.
How am I not calm?
Because this is very sad for you.
Really?
I'm not.
Can you tell me how?
Just watch the video later.
Tell me how.
Do your checkout and you're going.
How about you S the F up? Because you are literally right now, you're literally trying to tell me that I'm doing something that I'm not.
Okay.
So
okay,
can I have a question?
No.
No.
This conversation's over now.
Of course it is.
You will be sitting with.
You should really work on doubling your check-ins and checking it before you go out, and then you should communicate better with your employees so they know what's going on. So I can go take care of my other tables and you can setting out. Huh? Yeah, sure.
I'm not 100% sure how to really go through this one, because it's just like one of those things where there's multiple things going on and there's obviously going to be two different sides of the story. And furthermore to that, there's only going to be so much information. Like if the manager isn't seeing any of these events firsthand and instead is getting this information via a second hand, via a person complaining about the staff member, then the information isn't going to be wholeheartedly correct, or there might be some things that are missing that don't quite make sense. But ultimately, manager's going to have to do their job to figure out what's going wrong here. And I guess is like potentially has gone the wrong approach with this, but the employee here hasn't really exactly made it an easy thing to process through by coming in, starting to record, and having a bit of an aggressive attitude to it. Now, furthermore to that, if she is completely correct on what she is saying, like if what she's saying is completely true, then I can also understand her point of view, why she would come into this in this exact attitude, because it seems like she's been unfairly targeted for some reason or another. And you just get this mix of not really an easy thing to deal with that. If I'm completely honest, I don't have too much more to say. So now I just ask you, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. In this clip here, we've got a pair of workers who are just arguing with each other for some reason or another, going on a bit of a tiffy about something to do with work, I'm assuming. Maybe not. Maybe they're just arguing because they hate each other. Who knows? Either way, one of the customers is makes an attempt to get assistance in the midst of this.
Why you keep coming up here? That's why I pulled him out of here. You like yeah, whatever. I'm the one that get shot. Man, you want to show homeboy. You gonna get shot at your homeboy. Then you be telling my step because you're actually saying. And what did I say? Can you stop? What did I say? Did I say something? I ain't the one. You can stop all that. You can stop all that. Because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you about what I know. But like I said, Demario should be saying that you want to try to say something.
Hey, yo, real quick though, while y'all having y'all conversation, I 02 cents of the removal joint. It should be around too. It is? Alright, appreciate it, my boy.
Is that out too?
Yeah, this too.
I mean, at least the staff, when asked, actually did help the customer a little bit by at least pointing to the direction they need to go. Usually you'd want to actually take them to the thing because, you know, they might not quite understand where you're referencing, yada, yada, yada. But I suppose you're too distracted in the argument that you're in the midst of in order to actually do that properly. My guess is there's probably no manager around or anything, because I would be surprised if there was a manager or some boss around that they never stepped in to attempt to stop this, because it's just kind of a bad look to have your two employees who are at the front just arguing and screaming at each other like that. Doesn't exactly create a welcoming atmosphere for people to come and do their shopping in. These guys have gone to this nail salon to get some nails done for the first time at this nail salon in particular, and they asked for a certain items and stuff, an hour of treatment, yada yada yada. You get the gist of it, right? Anyway, the guy who's doing it here decides to go above and beyond to do more than what they asked for, and then charge them for it. Here's the clip.
4 hours, the total, you know?
No, the total, it says right here, 60 minutes, $72. Whether you put... I didn't ask for that shit, so stop saying that. I need my refund back of what you owe me. You charged me $144 because that's what the... Sir, you know what...
You can't call the parties, okay? I should be for brother, okay? I'm honest. I'm a manager here. You
You
said
did that while we was doing
you
the
can go to
massage.
parties, okay?
Who
I do a
asked you?
pizza.
I need a
I'm
refund.
honest.
You're not honest. Nobody asked you for 4 people. I wanted the 60 minutes.
We told you an hour. That's it. You started putting extra people on me and all that. I didn't ask you to do that.
I should
This
have
shit
put
is
the price.
crazy. This why people don't come over here. This why they don't get their motherfucking business. This why. This why.
You said 140 for a
You
person.
said 28.
You said $72 for a person.
You just
Y'all don't come here. Y'all go to any mother one. Don't come to this one right here. Cause they sitting over here playing with my people money like I'm some other tourist or something. I'm not no tourist. We was here for 1 hour. That's 2 people.
Okay.
72 plus 72 equals $144. You charged us $300.
For 120 minutes. That's we haven't been here 2 hours. I didn't tell you to say that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Nobody said that. Review the camp. Okay.
Okay, let's stop it. Okay, brother. Okay. I just gave it today because I do the 4 hour for you.
I never asked you for bro, what the? Nobody.
I got her to 72. Only 72.
That's fine.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next time, if you don't like it, you can stop. Only 1% of you. Okay?
And tell people. You need to tell people.
Nobody told you to bring.
This is our first time.
You don't have money. Don't let me know.
We have money. Money is not a problem. We have money, but you charging us for the wrong thing.
You thought we was tourists. That's why.
Okay?
You thought we was tourists.
I'm not coming back here. Not coming back. Not coming back. No. You play with them tourists like that. Don't play with me. I'm from the East.
Part of me just wants to say that, you know, when you see them adding extra things you didn't ask for, maybe query that and ask if they're going to charge you for the extra things. But on the same note to that, if they're going to give you extra things you didn't ask for in the first place, then maybe they should ask you if you want to have those additional things and then listen to you when you say no. I don't know. Like, the part of me wants to give benefit of doubt to the owner, but then also it's an empty area. It's an empty store that looks somewhat decent, and it just seems like this might be what they just do. I don't know. It's wild. And the fact that he eventually caves and gives them some of their money back from the overspending and shit like that, maybe he realizes that he might have been in the wrong, maybe. Here we have a guy who thinks it's a bright idea to shoot their shot at a lady who's currently sitting inside of her car minding her own business.
Yeah, yes.
How are you?
Do you need something?
No. So what's the name?
Why?
No. I'm just like she's like a same face. What's the name?
I don't know you.
No, I'm not who. I'm only just asking. Like she's like my friend, a same face you.
Okay.
Why you snap? Yeah.
Cause why are you coming up to my car? I'm just minding my business. You should do the same.
Okay. I'm just asking you.
Really? Really, man? You get that desperate? What is this here? Like, I'm genuinely confused why you thought this was ever gonna go well. Seriously. And also, does my man here have a dollar bill inside of his phone case? Here we have a guy who gets accused of stealing at the local dollar store, so, well, his reaction is something else to say the least.
You was playing with Signal 30. Ain't did nothing wrong. Call him. What I look like? Randy, too. Don't tell me that I stole. Did you see it, bro? Thank you, bro. Thank you. I got a witness right here. Thank you. I got another witness right there on camera. Did nothing wrong. I don't give a about none of that. I didn't do anything wrong.
The yellow hoodie.
Yep, yellow hoodie, long hair, sexy in the mud. Chiseled out, handsome bronze figure. Like a god. What you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, you gonna know. They'll know when they get here. Tell them to call all they boys. Tell them to bring them all. Tell them to bring the whole cavalry. Give a I didn't do nothing wrong.
316-789.
I ain't going nowhere. Tell them they ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gonna run. I ain't did nothing wrong. Ain't nobody gotta run.
Yep.
Man, it's just like looking at these clips sometimes is just thinking about like furthermore to like, okay, well, what have we got here? Did this guy genuinely put something in his hoodie in a dollar store? Or is this like something else is at play here? Maybe someone else in the store believed they saw him steal something when he didn't, or maybe just said they saw him steal something because they might be racist, or various other potential reasonings to get here. And honestly, if you're stealing at a a dollar store, I just want to question your life choices if you don't have $1 to spend on item 1, 2, or 3. Like, stealing from a dollar store, especially when most things tend to be, $1 is a bit funky, to say the least. But that also might be why he gave such a reaction he did, because being accused of stealing at a dollar store is kind of embarrassing. Interesting one, to be honest. Here we have the most classic of classic Karens trying to find documents for these apparently undocumented Hispanic people. Here's the clip.
So they're not documented?
I'm not telling you any of them.
Because they're not documented.
They 100% are. They 100% are. But it's not your information.
Sure it is. I'm a citizen of the country. I mean, I'm a citizen. How is it not my business?
They're not even working on your property.
It doesn't matter. They're working in my neighborhood. They're working next to my property.
Is that, I don't understand. They all have documentation and now you're demanding it?
Yes.
Are you demanding mine as well?
Well, you obviously are not Hispanic.
And why is that? Why are you not demanding my documentation?
Are you that dense? Are you?
Is this a racist thing? Is because they're Hispanic?
Of course. Hispanics are the only undocumented here. Mexicans and South Americans. Yes. And we're facing a huge crisis in this country.
Do I need to get police involved here?
Sure.
So that you'll let these guys alone?
I'm not bothering them.
You are harassing them, and you're actually on this person's property as well.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm going to have these guys keep working.
Well, okay, and I'm going to call the police.
Okay. I will as well. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know, but I'm going to have these guys keep working. We're contracted by them. They're actually getting ready to come out and let you know the same exact things. So I'm going to have them keep on rocking and rolling.
You keep rocking and rolling.
Okay,
you
awesome.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great.
I mean, at least she's honest about what she's doing here and why she's doing it, but it doesn't make it any better. It's like, oh, you're not a white Caucasian person or a black person, you're Hispanic. That must mean that you're probably an illegal. Give me your documentation to prove that you're not. They might not even have proper documentation because they're just a general citizen from being born here. I don't know, this just seems a bit stupid and unnecessary, and This guy brought a car from a second-hand dealership and decided to, and after things didn't work out very well, let's say the car breaking down within the first day of having the car itself, he decided to take matters into his own hands.
You cost me money, I cost you money.
What happened? Tell me.
A lot. They said me, so y'all. So they... This is the general manager.
Who is this?
The general manager works here.
Inside here?
Yep.
No. You must come into my location.
No.
What happened yesterday?
$500 in tolls. $5,000 in repairs. Car cut off less than an hour after I got it. I'm done talking. Thank you.
Get out of face and go somewhere else. If you need anything, I can help you.
Huh?
If you need anything, I can help you.
No, I don't want help.
Man, I'm glad I live in a country like Australia that has consumer protection laws, because if this type of thing happened here, you would be the dealership would be forced to either help fix the problem or give you a refund of the vehicle and everything to do with that. Like, they would be forced into it. There's no way out of it. Because they sold you a screwed car that wasn't functioning as intended, they will now get screwed over by the law. But from the sounds of things, it probably doesn't work that way in America. Surely there'd be a way to get something out of this though. But if a car breaks down day one you brought it, surely there's something there. But either way, this is a great way of making sure people don't go to this dealership, having fun signs out there and then recording it and then posting it online. So that's a funny one. A little bit of a fender bender has occurred prior to this clip here between the guy who's talking here and the person behind the camera here. Anyhow, the guy wants to exchange information even though there isn't any form of visible damage on the car for something so small. Here's what happens next.
Call the police if you want to take my insurance. I said call the police. You don't want to call the police.
Lady.
I said call the police.
Yes, we're gonna call the police. Thank you for making this harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, because I didn't damage your car.
Ma'am.
Your car is not damaged, sir.
Okay, well you're asking me to call the police. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, but why are you asking for my insurance if your car isn't damaged?
Okay.
You know.
No. I don't know, because you're not making much sense with this.
There's no damage on the vehicle.
It has nothing to do with damage, ma'am.
So why do you want my insurance if the car isn't damaged?
I don't know where you learned this, because you seem like you're an adult.
I
But you're
am
not
adult.
acting like an adult.
I am acting like an adult, sir.
You're not handling this like an adult.
I am handling. The car isn't damaged. I don't know if you want my insurance, why not do it the right way? Because the car isn't damaged.
What is the right way?
Call the police and then the
ma'am.
police will
We
have my
exchange
insurance. I don't know it to do that way. I don't know it that way. I normally know. What I know is if you hit someone and they want your insurance, it's best to do it through the authorities. That's what I know.
You know what? They're going to come here and they're going to make this a lot harder. They're either going to say no one's injured, so we're not going to bother. You can exchange your insurance and then you can head on your way.
But why would you want my insurance if there's no damage?
Because I need to take it to a shop now and find
What shop?
out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Call the police and we'll do it that way.
If that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that way.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I like that you're making this harder for me because you hit my vehicle. Okay.
And I bumped into your vehicle. I'm sorry. But there's no damage.
Insurance because I don't know what damage is done internally.
Well, let's just do it the right way, Dan. Let's just get a police report.
You don't need to bring the police into this, but I will if that's what makes you happy.
It's not what makes me happy. It's what makes what makes me feel comfortable. Because you're asking for my insurance. Let's just do a police report and do it that way.
Well, we exchange. You have my insurance. I have yours.
Let's just do it the right way, sir. That's all I'm asking. Let's just do protocol.
Oh my lord, ma'am! You've never been in an accident, have you?
I've never been in an accident.
Well, I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had them done to me, and I've been the causer of them. So I've done this multiple times, and never does anyone want to call the cops in this purpose.
Yeah.
Unless they're there to see it happen, you don't do that. You just exchange the information and head on your way. And then the insurance companies communicate and figure it out. That's how it works. Very simple.
Yeah, but what damage would it be? You
Ma'am,
saying internal damage? Is that what you're saying?
Quite possibly. I don't know.
How would it be?
I'm not an automobile professional. I don't do that.
All right, let's just get a police report, sir.
Why would? Okay.
I'm just comfortable with it that way. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's harder.
Look, it's going to be one of those things where I don't live in America, so I'm not 100% aware of exactly how your insurance system works. But just by the sounds of how this guy was handling himself with this entire thing, it sounds like some weird things was probably going to happen if he did exchange information without any other third party, but pretty much being able to mediate this type of thing. Like, first onto it, that looks like to be an older model of a car, not something that's too recent in age, and when it comes down to that, there's not really too many issues that can really occur from a slight bump, because usually if the bump isn't even enough to cause any form of dents in the actual bumper itself, the likelihood of it doing any actual damage internally is very, very, very little, especially when it's a bumper-to-bumper type of kit. Now, moving on from that, I don't know, it sounds like something might have been happening here. This guy might be attempting to do some form of insurance fraud or something like that. It just doesn't make sense. Like, oh, but I don't know if there's any internal damage. I'm not a professional. Yada yada yada. I've been in crashes multiple times. Blah 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 blah. It's weird, honestly. So this guy was caught double parking in his neighbor's driveway in the neighbor's yard. I'm not 100% sure of the precise location. Either way, he's double parked. Not good. So this guy goes to confront him, and let's just say his reaction is spicy.
Bobby, you're double parked right now. You're breaking. Oh no! Hey Bobby, it passed. But Bobby, take your shells off my property. You see your shells? You have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. You're ugly, but you have 1 hour to take your shells and plants off my property. You're on your property. See your shells? See your shells? You'll be moving your shell. Hey Bobby, you look upset. Hi. Those shells will be moved in 1 hour. Hey Bob, you're double parked. But you're double parked. You're double parked, Bob. Hey Bob. You're double parked right now, Bob. You know what? You ought to bust you right in the fucking. Hey Bob, you're double parked. Go yourself. Oh, you're allowed to double. You're breaking the rules.
You better quit talking to you. Talk to my wife like that again, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Okay, you're breaking the rules.
There's got to be some form of history between these guys. Like, this has got to be something more than just heat of the moment. He's extremely angry for some dumb reason. There's got to be some history. No way he'd be this enraged over something so minimal. Surely. I know the world. That's definitely possible. And I hate to think about that possibility, you know? The story behind this one is kind of wild. So basically, this person here was on a date with someone that they met on Hinge. And basically, at some point throughout the night on the actual date itself, the guy made some form of racist remark, and she wasn't exactly happy with that, so chose to bail on the date. Anyway, once she gets home, she realized that, oh, this person's followed her all the way home just to confront her about this. Yeah.
For a second, like,
do not get aggressive with me at all.
I'm not aggressive, but I'm asking you to be honest with me, and you weren't.
I'm so
what was my option?
Bewildered, and I am.
I would have never heard from you. I've been down this road.
Okay, but you don't know me. You don't know me. Why would you follow me home? I feel so unsafe right now. The fact that you followed me home, like,
I don't care.
when I
did not mean it that way. I said I am the furthest from racist person, but I'm not.
No, you're not, because the furthest person from racist would never use that word.
All right, I'm calling my black friends right now. So you
no,
can
I don't.
No, I'm being so fucking serious.
I don't
right now.
want
because
no.
I am not. Yes, because I drove an hour.
What kind of respect do you have?
What kind of respect did you receive? For what type of respect did I get when you left me at the fucking bar, you bitch? Huh? What kind of fucking respect did I get when I spent $300 on you, you fucking cunt? Alright, go fuck yourself!
Oh my god.
First and foremost, hi to all of my new friends, and even hi to all of my new enemies, if you can consider them that. This is not going to be the juicy video that many of you were anticipating. Also, I did wake up with this swollen eye. I am not really sure why or what, but it was significant this morning, but she's going down now. Besides the point, I heavily debated on whether or not I even wanted to make a follow-up video. I heavily debated if I should just delete the original video, but I think it's come to a point to where I've had so many people show me love and concern and compassion that I kind of owe it to the warriors that have been fighting in the comments for me all day today and yesterday, or whenever it originally started to gain momentum. I will at some point deliver the night from start to finish. I'm not in that place yet. I need to give myself grace, and I need to give myself time to process what happened. I need to be cautious and unguarded on my delivery, and right now I'm so flooded with comments. Most of them are love, but some of them are hate, and I don't want to make this video about having to defend myself. I want it to just be what it is and what it was and what happened.
No, 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 and no. This is not what you do. I don't care if you need to prove some form of moral shenanigans. Like, I'm not racist for this reason, that reason. No, you lose me and probably most people by choosing to follow your date home whom bailed on the date. Yeah, okay, if she didn't really explain what happened and why she bailed, I get your frustration. But no. I'm sorry, but that is just I don't get how someone would think that that's a correct decision to make in a situation like this, where rather than just moving on and accepting that that is what it is, or maybe attempting to message him just to figure out what happened and try and sort out the situation. Look, buddy, you lose all form of reasoning the moment you follow her home. She's not going to listen to you then. You are... no... I've been like, look, I can get the frustration. I've been bailed out on before by someone not even showing up. It sucks. But no. I don't know how many times I'm going to need to say this and make it 100% clear to everybody out there. No, you don't do this. Never do this. No. Here we have an apparent ex-employee coming to a subway they used to work at. They want to store their electric bike on the inside of the subway whilst they get their food, but they know that the policy is that that's not allowed. When they get told that that's not allowed by one of the people who works there, she decides to take this entire thing in a bit of a tirade and then ultimately gets refused service, which is when we jump in with this clip here.
Disrespectful to us, you've been disrespectful to other customers.
Other customers, I didn't say nothing. I asked him if it was bothering him and he said no. Straight up. That customer said my scooter was not bothering him. You heard him say it did not bother him that I was in here. He didn't say nothing to me.
Okay, Nick, please, let's...
Please, I put my stuff outside like you wanted. I want a tuna footlong pro with regular cheese and I will leave.
I don't think we're going to be served.
You are going to serve me because I did exactly what you wanted.
You're being incredibly rude to us, so I'm not...
I'm being incredibly rude. Right? I'm asking for my son when I did what he wanted.
I just came here leaving.
Exactly. Is that rude asking for you want by doing something?
You've been yelling at us for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want my service. That's fine.
You need to leave. We're not doing this.
All I want is my daughter's sub.
Then you shouldn't have come in and yelled at us.
Then you should have let me order with my bike right there. It wasn't a problem. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Incredibly rude that is. Go ahead, serve them in front of me. Yeah, I know, you just want your food. Freaking ridiculous. Look, my daughter's freaking hungry and you won't let her get her food. Like, that's ridiculous. I literally did what you wanted.
Oh my god, I feel bad for her.
Like, how horrible of a person are you? How horrible.
Bye, Michelle. Nice to see you.
Bye, hard.
Damn.
Piece of shit.
She's got issues, bro. And by the way, I'm on your side.
She used to work here.
She did? Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro.
I've been here for about 2 years. I was 17 at the time. She quit on the spot because she was beefing with another employee.
Oh my god.
Left me alone.
I feel sad for the daughter, but she goes to my school and
everything.
everything.
Does she really?
Yeah, she does. She's
I mean, you could see her. She was embarrassed. She was trying to get her mom to go. I feel bad for her.
Ultimately, she got trespassed from this subway for the future. The police came not long after this clip was taken, and she was put on the list of people that can't come to this subway anymore. So I suppose she gets to go annoy a different subway from this point forward. Kind of crazy. It's one of those things where it's like, I do return to my old workplace every now and then just to talk to people that I used to know, though over time, less and less people I used to know actually work at these places anymore because times change. But apparently she got fired because of just issues that she had with other employees and other things on those lines. So I don't get why she's coming back. Is it just purely to be a nuisance? I don't know. Next up we have the most interesting interaction at Waffle House. Actually, that doesn't even give you much of a statement. You understand that anything at a Waffle House can go to absolute crazy levels of stupidity very quickly. So enjoy.
I didn't say anything to you. I just looked at you. Are you okay?
Sir, you actually said, are you tweaking? So try me if you want, bitch. Stop playing with her.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna have to tell you. I'm gonna give you a refund.
Alright, well, give me my fucking refund.
I will give you a refund.
Alright, do that then.
And after that, you're not coming back.
That's fine. Check it. Mark my fucking name down.
That don't work here.
Excuse me?
That don't work here.
Oh, that don't work here? You mean you don't want to write my name down? Make sure I don't come back?
Yeah. No, I know who you are, so you're not coming back.
Alright, write it down.
You're not going to talk my customers any type of way.
Alright, give me my money.
Give her a money.
Don't touch my phone. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't touch my phone.
Bitch,
Lord Jesus. Move your motherfucking ass home, bitch. Cause I wish the fuck you would have touched me, ho.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus. I'm telling you, bitch. Move, ho. I'm telling you, bitch. I'm telling you, bitch.
No, sir.
You know, here I was thinking this was going to be all about just that one person who's just being a bit of an asshole towards the workers there, seems to be a little off their manada, might be drunk, might be high, might be a mixture of the both, and then all of a sudden a fight breaks out in the background. What? Like, it's obviously something no one expected to happen because the camera person was too focused on the other woman, the one that started this mess, and then it's like, wait, hold on, there's a fight going on. Wait, I should film that. That's also very awesome stuff to film. Like, it's just that, wow. Waffle House, man. They seem to, people get down some crazy shit down there. It's pretty good. Every time you get your food, you also get some live entertainment. It's brilliant. Here we have a DoorDasher picking up a massive order for presumably a party for Memorial Day weekend, and it's apparently 13 meals or something stupidly heavy from this McDonald's in the morning. Unfortunately, she seems to come across a manager who's about done with it.
So they told me you're not making the Uber because it's too much food?
I ain't making no 13 sandwiches with the way tonight's been going.
There's only 3 cars here.
At the moment.
It's 1 in the morning.
Yeah, we've been getting slammed off.
That doesn't matter. It's your job.
I can refuse any order.
So you're going to refuse your best sale of the night?
Me showing up to this place doesn't make sense to begin with.
Well, like, us DoorDashers, it's not our fault that you don't want to make the order. Like, we have to make money, too. Like...
And those people should have had a little more consideration before putting that order in.
But it's McDonald's. They have the right to put it in...
It's not a feed a family. It's supposed to be fast food, not a feed a family because you're too lazy to cook.
Well, for all you know, they're sitting there having a big party. It's Memorial Day weekend.
That's stupidity for not supplying food.
For not supplying... They ordered McDonald's.
Yeah, if you're going to have a party, you don't order McDonald's. You cook.
But that's how McDonald's, like, stays open. That's how you are able to get paid. Yeah, I've already
told us, and the supervisor already wants to shut down the overnights, and I already told him to go ahead.
Oh, man.
I'm tired of this.
Well, I can wait for you to make that order. Like, that's not the issue. If you want to hold up this line for 20 minutes, I don't care. But I gotta make money, too.
So it's either I make the food or you just sit there, huh?
No, I'm not just gonna sit here.
Fine, I'll make a bull. I'm not gonna guarantee it's gonna be right.
All right.
And just pull up there.
And you just smashed a window?
You did?
Yeah.
Look, buddy, honestly, I get the frustrations after being slammed that much and then seeing another giant order roll through. I legitimately do. I've been in your position. It sucks, but that's just what it is. That is what your job is. There are going to be days like these type of days where it's a holiday and you're going to get absolutely slammed. One of the weirdest experiences I ever did was dealing with Easter Saturday. The first time I ever worked opening shift on an Easter Saturday was absolutely nuts because, you know, we're closed on Good Friday and everyone comes in on the Saturday in order to get all their prawns. And let's just say, I think the amount of people sitting outside the front of the store, and this happened on the Sunday afterwards as well, was absurd. I think it took a full hour for everyone to actually get in who were waiting out the front. And them all going for their prawns. I think it took like 2 to 3 hours for all those people who came in as we opened to finally flow through and get their prawns and leave. It was insane, but that's just what comes with the job. Some days are going to be stupid like that. Heck, imagine this type of day throughout the COVID period. That was nuts. And that's just what your job is sometimes. If you don't like your job, maybe it's time to find a new one. There. In this next clip, we got an upset Karen who decided to chase after a person after they apparently cut her off when she was doing 50 down a 35 lane.
I was minding my business, and this Karen came up to me and said this.
Get away from me.
You
are stalking me. You're harassing me.
I was just
Step away from me and leave me alone.
I was just diagnosed with terminal colon cancer.
Ma'am.
I'm in a rush to get home. You cut me off.
Okay, I'm in a rush to do things.
I've got 6 months to live.
Ma'am.
Right? You own this business?
No, but you're harassing me. I'm going to call...
How dare you?
I'm going to call the cops on you. You need to leave me alone
You cut me
and
off.
stop harassing
You
me.
almost caused a wreck.
Ma'am, you're driving 50 miles
You
on a
almost caused a wreck.
35.
You were doing 60 and passed me up.
Who do you think you
Oh.
are? You touch me and you will get
I'm dying in 6
You
months.
touch-
What do I care you with?
Why would you do that? Don't touch me, lady. You know
I'm
you're
calling the
you
cops.
know you're on video court. I video court you. You harass.
Look, simple things be simple. If you're going almost double the speed limit in a certain area and you get cut off by someone ahead of you, then that's kind of a bit on you because you're the one who's going faster than the speed limit in the first place that can cause you to get into a certain accident. And if you're in such a rush to get home, then why the fuck did you come over and follow this person to their location and then start this conflict when you're in such a rush to get home? Like, what the fuck? And just because you have terminal illness and will kill you in 6 months doesn't mean you have the right to just be a complete and utter fucking asshole to other people. Just go fucking home to your family and use your last 6 months of your life to actually enjoy things, not to be a fucking crank. Here we go, someone who catches a massive public freakout outside their window on a parking lot that ends in a very interesting way. That's it, Karen. Let out all your inner demons by screaming like a banshee because this person clearly isn't coming back to say hi to you anymore. They are clearly out of this situation and don't want nothing to do with you. So sitting there screaming your lungs out is not really going to change much. Actually, maybe it will. Maybe someone will call the police on you and you might find yourself in a psych ward. Actually, that's not something to joke about, but you know, you're really, like, was that screaming necessary? According to Kaylee, the person who's recording this clip here and is the person who's at the gym, she's doing the gym at one of the pull-up machines. The guy in black comes up and starts going off at her to move her stuff so that he can use this pull-up machine, despite the fact that there's several other pull-up machines there that aren't being used currently. Anyway, when she asks, like, hey, could you, like, ask in a nicer manner, he says that you're crazy and then starts talking mad smack about her in Spanish. She can understand that, unfortunately for him, and someone else also watches the scene here and decides to get himself involved.
What's wrong? You good? What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? Huh? You good?
I'm doing shit.
Huh?
I always do.
Huh? I always do. Is everything good?
Gotta be good.
Huh?
Gotta be good.
Are you messing with her?
No, I'm messing with nobody, but you gotta spend me the same way.
You know, this is good.
Hey, don't tell them you gotta chill out. Chill out. If you want to talk, we can talk.
You gotta talk to me. Don't talk to me, okay?
You gotta spend me the same way.
You see, I'm not man. You have a fucking respect, okay?
You gotta spend me too.
If you have something, we'll take it outside.
Okay, me too. You gotta trust me.
Okay?
You told me you see.
So you gotta chill out with your loudness.
I chill out all day.
Because I will put you down.
Put you down.
I'll put you down in a second. So chill out. Okay? Act like you are here or that shit doesn't work here. You come here with a respect, okay? Have respect for her.
You gotta spend me the same way.
No. That's a female.
So what?
So what? Have respect for her.
You say, I like her. Huh? You guys spend me too.
No, you have respect for her.
But you guys spend me too. Chill out too.
Okay? She's my friend. I'm not gonna let this shit happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Okay, I'm not gonna let this shit happen. I'm telling you.
You told me you.
Okay? I'm telling you. You talk with her, you talk with me.
I talk with you.
Okay? You talk with me, we'll go outside.
You trust me?
We go outside and talk to me.
I'm not gonna talk to you. You talk to me and you see what happens.
Nothing but a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Let me know if he talk to you. Let me know if he talk to you. Talk to her.
I mean, you gotta talk to me.
Don't come near her.
I mean, I'm gonna feel
I'm gonna be here now. I'm gonna work out here.
I use it.
I'm gonna work out here.
So I don't wanna use it.
No, you're not gonna use it.
Why not?
Because I wanna work out here.
Why? Because you say so?
Because I said something.
Who are you?
Don't worry about
Oh,
her.
you think that you better than me?
I'm telling you.
Oh, you think I'm better than me now?
I'm gonna work out with
you bigger than me?
I'm gonna work out with her.
You're gonna be the
It's
best
not
than you?
bigger or smaller.
You think you're better than me? Don't tell me, my friend. Don't tell me.
Okay?
You're gonna go off. All the way.
He's taking advantage on her. Piece of shit, dude.
Nobody taking my life.
Nobody took it by that.
You were yelling at me. I told you don't yell at me. And
He's yelling at her.
You're talking shit
He's taking advantage of you.
I understand you. You were talking all that stuff in Spanish.
No, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too. Y'all because you bigger than me. I'm
It's not about bigger. Trust me. I don't care.
I just say, my friend. I just say, my friend. I don't care just go do it.
If he talk to you, I'm gonna be here. And it's gonna happen. I will show you what's gonna happen. Taking advantage of a female, man. Taking advantage of a female.
Nobody take your money, man. Nobody say nothing to her.
I'm watching everything. That's why there's a camera.
No, a camera everywhere.
There's a camera.
But hey, all good things must come to an end, and the guy in black eventually got kicked out of the gym for this. So, it all well ends well, I suppose. Like, it's such a stupid thing to me that some people, it's either just ego to say that, oh, this person who's smaller than me, whether they're female or male, because there could also be sexism involved here. I'm not really going to assume on that one. And so it's like, oh, you're smaller than me, I'm going to try and push you around because I want to do what I want to do and I don't give two fucks about you. But then someone else who's far bigger than him gets involved, suddenly he seems a lot more scared and a lot more unsure on what he wants to do about this entire situation, which is quite funky to say the least. Here we got a Karen who's a bit too impatient, so she decides to take the handicapped line in Walmart, and when she gets queried about why she's doing that, rather than explaining and potentially having an actual valid reason for using it, she decides to take the insult the person route. Yeah, of course they did.
Even kids were smart enough to point it out. You guys were smart enough to get it. I know. I didn't know I was in the handicap line. I'm sorry.
You know what? Really? You need to make her leave because she is harassing us. She's saying, what are you carrying? I mean, she is absolutely out of control.
Yeah. Lena?
I'm very impatient at this point.
Can I get a Lori? Come
Spent about 40 minutes ringing up their cheap little coupons.
Because we're so broke and so fat and we need all this food, so.
That's right.
Yeah, she actually
and she's
should
a
be
Mormon.
removed.
She's a Mormon. Yeah. Because we're so broke and we're so fat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so uneducated. And
Do you need eyes to see that, or does a mirror reflect the same thing to you? I don't think you need eyesight. I think it
sure.
Walton could see it if they had soda.
Because we're ringing up coupons.
Do you know how long we've been here waiting for your groceries?
Choose a different line then.
Yeah, I know.
That's simple.
Leave it alone. This is going on YouTube. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh yeah, I can make anything viral.
Ask these people how long they waited. Did you wait a pretty long time for these ladies? Thank you. Way before us, dude.
The ignorance that's in Walmart.
Boy, they're waiting so
Great.
long. It's like a Save-A-Lot couple.
This is absolutely hilarious. Francine, just leave her alone. She is ignorant. Please relax.
It's not a matter of someone taking over. She needs to be removed.
Get away.
I think it should be said, not all handicaps are visible. She might have an invisible handicap, but when you get queried about that, and your choices and your option to what you choose to do in that situation is to just verbally insult the person querying you a question, is just not how I would proceed to do this type of thing. I don't know, it makes you come off like you're genuinely don't have any form of issue at all, and you're just being there because you're a bitch. And hey, that might have actually been the case in the situation, or you might have genuinely needed the handicap line for one reason or another. Either way, you're an idiot. Learn to be nice. Here we have a very interesting series of clips here. So basically, this person's come into this grocery store and has gone to the cash registers. She's put a basket on the thing and expects the cash register to unload it. I will honestly go in more detail about my feelings on that at the end of all this, purely because there's a lot to go through. The second clip is after the cash register called the police, which is kind of stupid, but anyway, it happened. And then the last clip is after a lot of people in the comment section of the first two clips called her petty and other things along those lines. Let's roll through them.
So this man here, he acting like he gonna die if he unpack my groceries, even though, as y'all know, I'm outside with my hands full of stuff, but it's killing him. And now he have left the register because he doesn't want to unpack my groceries. Because this is what America is. Like, you're not at self-checkout, but you can't get service at the actual checkout, because if they have to actually touch groceries, it's gonna kill them. Like, Lord Jesus, I don't get it. Everybody wants this American dream, but I promise you, any type of work is impossible for people. I want them to take the groceries out the basket. He called the police. Yes, that's why. He called the police. I went to another line because he didn't want to ring my groceries. But I haven't left, but I'm still at a register waiting for somebody to ring my groceries. Oh, Lord.
I can't force her to take her groceries out.
I'm trying to tell him that he don't make no sense.
If not, you're gonna have to leave. If they don't...
I just want to pay for my groceries. I don't even understand why he called the police on me for trying to pay for my groceries. He is literally weaponizing the police against a black person for trying to grocery shop. I've been here for 30 minutes and he called the police on me because I won't do it myself. I'm not at self-checkout. And because he won't let them ring up my groceries. I don't even understand it. That's why I'm recording it. It's ridiculous.
So, unfortunately, if you don't take them out,
I want you to tell me whatever you're going to tell me because I'm going to just give it to his boss in the morning because he called the police on me because he didn't want them to do their job and ring up my groceries. Take it off of where? And put it where?
Hold it.
Yeah. This is his issue. This is this man's issue over there, that I wouldn't take the groceries out there. I was holding it, which is why I didn't take it out the basket. I was holding all of this in my hand, and I said, sir, I got all this stuff in my hand. And he said, well, then I'm not going to ring up your groceries. I don't understand people. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is this a reason to call the cops? Am I a criminal right now? Like, he literally called the police because I didn't want to move the groceries out the basket. And in the morning, I'm going to bring this to your boss and I'm going to make them fire you because you called the police on me for not ringing up my own groceries. So I'm just making this post because I see a lot of y'all are very uptight about stuff that you can't control. And first of all, you know what the police officer told him? If you ever call me back up here again for something so stupid, you will get arrested. He apologized to the police for calling the police. And he apologized to me because guess what? The store policy is literally they do have to take the groceries out of the basket. They also deliver your groceries home in a whole shopping cart for free if you spend over $50. And anybody questioning if I have EBT? I don't. But if you have something to sell me, I'll take it. Bitch, I'm a paying American citizen and I work in service. And I serve people. And sometimes you do things that are a little bit out of the way. But that change jar at the tip of his register, wanting a tip, and then telling everybody else not to ring my groceries up, and then calling the cops, I dragged it. I love when people drag it because you're right. I'm off for 4 days. I got nothing but time.
I look at this and I just find this fight to be very, very extremely petty. And from both sides, honestly. It's very petty to get this all up in arms when one guy doesn't want to unload your basket for you in a case like this. And it's also extremely petty from that registered person to say, no one else server, blah, 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 crap like that. And then also to call the police on a situation like this. That is extremely petty, really stupid, beyond me is a very big waste of police time, and that is something I think we can all agree on here. And ultimately, I do kind of get where she comes from a little bit here. At least over here in Australia, I used to work registers myself. Not anymore, because it is the least enjoyable job to ever do. I'm so glad I got out of it. Anyway, one of the more common things is like older people with walkers or something along those lines who've only gotten a basket and has a bunch of items in their basket. They would just usually put the basket on the conveyor belt and kind of just let the conveyor belt take it to you, and you just have to pull the items out of the basket and scan them. It is just something you do because, you know, sometimes some people just can't unload the baskets themselves too easily at the height of those counters, or B, they just don't want to and they're lazy. And it's kind of one of those things as customer service, you just do it because going after it in any other way is kind of just stupid and unnecessary waste of time and waste of effort and just a big way to annoy other customers that are potentially waiting in line. It's just like they'll do it, you just unload it, you scan the items and you just do your job. It's not worth this crap, honestly, at all. It is very, very petty that she's taken the stance that she has here, and again, very petty from the register point of view as well for just treating it how it is here. It's just a very petty situation as a whole.
There are two lanes going into a single drive-through at Starbucks. There's zipper merging, where one car goes ahead of another car and it keeps going one by one. This person here, this Karen, decides that she doesn't want to obey what literally everyone else is doing in that moment, and when she tries to be entitled to cut everyone off, she doesn't get let in, and she decides to get out and start screaming and shouting at other people. Here's the clip.
It was 15 minutes. Okay, get in front. Just keep going now.
That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
Oh, is it inaccurate? How
It
would
is.
you know since you just pulled up?
We did not
How
just
would you
pull
know
up.
since you just pulled up? Go ahead and film me. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Are you okay?
She's having a
Are
bad
you
day.
okay? No, you're an entitled bitch. Both you guys.
Thank you.
Apparently, after this clip, multiple other drivers hopped out of their car to go off at her for being involved in this stupid shenanigans and told her to leave until she decided to finally leave, not getting her morning coffee. This short clip's got some wild story to it. So what's happened here is that this person has come out to a child who's riding around their skateboard, and she decided that it'd be a great idea to whack them with a baseball bat whilst they're on their skateboard. This is just the first part of this entire thing. She's also locally known as the person who takes care of a lot of cats in this neighborhood. So this kid has also now gone up with a stray cat that they found to this person's house. And apparently what she did was she took that cat and threw it on the road in front of a car, which is insane to say the least. But here's the finisher of this story. This lady is supposedly the president of the HOA of this area. Yeah. Anyway, here's the father of that daughter getting involved.
Where the this lady thinks she is getting you? She's lost her goddamn mind.
I don't know where she is. First, we saw her right over there, and then we were skating. And she just went straight, and I don't know if she... Like she had the bat in her hand, like... She's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Look at the bat.
Huh? Who you are here, or what you think you are here. But you do not put your bat or anything on my daughter. You understand? Do you understand?
I'm not talking.
Okay. Do you understand? Do not touch my daughter ever again. I will call the cops right now. All right? Because she is a witness and I have a witness. All right?
I was walking.
No, you are the kind of person that all the kids say that you always messing with them. So do not ever touch my kid again. Or I'll call the cops.
She doesn't let us... She doesn't let us play soccer.
Hey, don't touch me.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't ever touch my daughter. You understand?
I'm sorry.
Don't ever touch my daughter. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, she got off very, very lucky because I'm not a father myself. I don't have a child, but I'm 90% sure in a lot of situations you do this to someone's child. When they're riding around on a skateboard, you whack them off it with a flipping baseball bat. I have a funny feeling that most fathers are probably going to go on some form of scorcher policy against you from that point onwards because that is quite literally batshit insane. You should go to jail for fucking child abuse there. Like, that's crazy to even think about that you'd even do that. Like, it's just like you're no sane person if you think that's a good idea. Next we have a Karen who's upset at the drive-thru of Popeyes arguing over what is 11 cents. That's right, 11 cents.
2011, I get back 20?
I just gave you the money back.
No, you gave me 20, I gave you 2011.
No, I'm saying me. I gave you 1011 back. I didn't
you
know.
gave me 20.
Right, because you said you gave them 1011.
I don't have 11 cents.
I just gave it
It's
to
like
you
a
with
silver,
the
like a silver truck, like a silver like SUV. Yep.
I just gave you with the receipt, sir.
Where's the 11 cents, man?
I just gave it to you.
Where?
You just wherever you put the receipt at. It's probably inside the receipt.
The receipt?
That you threw on the
That
floor.
you just threw on the floor.
No, I threw three weak-ass chicken tenders on the floor.
No, you just
You're
threw the
saying it's in
receipt.
here?
It should be because I gave you the 11 cents.
Oh, look, it's not in there.
Sir, I
So
gave
are you
you
a liar?
Just give him the 11
You're trying
cents,
to hold
bro.
on to 11 cents?
You're carrying about 11 cents.
You are.
You are.
No, you are.
This is so fun.
Do you understand that you are?
Then
That
John-
you guys are caring about Popeye's 11 cents on top of it, not even your own.
What's the bet that in all his anger he accidentally dropped the 11 cents he was given and just fell onto the ground and all that crap and he just can't be bothered to properly look for it, so instead is just berating the hell out of the staff to give him 11 cents? I'm partly confused on why the staff just didn't do that and be over and done with. I mean, in most cases, okay, I get it. It's just weird. This entire thing's weird. It's just like this guy's just losing it over what is 11 cents. Literally nothing, effectively. Good God.